welcome to the Willow, Salford. We just had a minute's silence for the ex-Salford player Jeff Selby, tragically killed in a car accident, and you can always expect a proper minute's silence at a rugby league ground, which was well done there. So it's a rearranged fixture from last Sunday. Saints through to Wembley with that 16-14 win over Widnes at Wigan last Saturday. Saints team tonight: number 1 Connolly, 2 Tanner, 3 Beavers, 4 Loughlin, 5 Quirk, 6 Bailey, 7 Bluer, 8 Burke, 9 Groves, 10 Austin Donegan making his debut, 11 Paul Jones, 12 Roy Haggerty, 13 Shane Cooper. Substitutes for tonight: Neil Holding at 14 and David Cosgrove at 15. The Salford team: number 1 Gibson, 2 Evans, 3 Bragger, 4 Williams, 5 Hadley, 6 Kerry, 7 Kearns, 8 Herbert, 9 McTeague, 10 Waddle, 11 Brown, 12 Blease, 13 Horrow. Substitutes: Bentley at 14 and Mercer at 15. Salford kick off. It's rather boggy down at that area of the 25. Saints 25 for this first half, and Saints back at the Willows at Salford, where last year Salford knocked the Saints out of the cup by 22 points to 18, I think it was. But Saints are through to Wembley now, and we're back in league action. But it's Gibson there, this Australian fullback, takes the ball well, passes on to Ian Bragger. I think he's ex-Keithley centre, this Ian Bragger. But it's Salford in possession. McTeague, it looks like, burrowing his way through, coming at the hooking position for this evening's game. Tony Waddle moving it to the left, but the ball's loose. Number 11 there is Paul Jones. Gathers it safely. On to Shane Cooper, in with the shoulder, goes in for the tattle. Paul Groves, lofted ball onto Haggerty. Knocked down, but Connolly linking up onto Les Quirk. Les Quirk now trying to make him way forward, brought down 10 yards from the halfway line. Mark Bailey at standoff. Takes it to Austin Donegan. He's just making his debut tonight for the Saints. He's had quite some rave reports in the A-team, but he's finally brought through. And Mark Bailey, the centre field, stepping in at standoff for Neil Holding, who's on the substitutes bench. Darren Bluer there, ex-Salford player, along with Paul Groves, both ex-Salford and ex-captains. Sixth and final tattle, and the ball to Loughlin. He grubbers for touch and successfully finds it midway between the Salford 25 and the halfway line. First scrum of the match, referee Cross there from Hull on the far side. But the ball coming on to Salford side. Try to spread it quickly. Saints move up very quickly. Plenty of injury problems here at St Helens, and we certainly had a depleted team last Saturday against Widnes in the Challenge Cup semi-final, but they came through well, run out winners by 16 points to 14. Unfortunately, by the powers that be, we were unable to do the video, but I don't think Ray French, with the assistance of Peter Fox, did a bad job. It's a good job Peter Fox was prompting him at times, because you know, you don't get much joy off Ray French. But it's Salford here now in possession. Groves and Burke in at the tackle. Groves always there foraging for that ball. Ian Bragger at acting half-back. Well, kicking it for touch, but the ball just 10 yards inside the Saints half. Touch judges on, and referee Cross, but it's a Saints feed. Darren Bluer to feed when he can get this scrum packed to his liking. Referee Cross obviously not on the correct blade of grass for him, but there's Bluer trying to get it in, but Saints are penalised for turning the scrum. So first penalty. Peter Williams with the ball. Makes the added yardage downfield. Salford at the wrong end of the Stones Bitter League Championship table, where Saints are in 6th position, I think, but Salford around about 10th or 11th. Need all the points they can. Well, Saints need all the points they can as well. Certainly league action. swiftness out of it now. I'm going to make a challenge on Castleford at the top of the table, but it's Salford still in possession. Paul Jones quickly in there with Austin Donegan. Mark Horrow, Kiwi friend of Shane Cooper there. But awkward ball, but he takes it well. He did well to take that ball one-handed and right down by his hip. But it's Salford still in possession. I think that was the 6th tackle, but referee Cross looks over to his right and penalises Phil Beavers for moving up in an offside position. I just hope he keeps it up throughout the match and he does it for both teams. That's all we can ask for. But Salford are going to take a go for goal. I think it's Peter Brown that... Yes, Peter Brown, he's a New Zealand player, played in the Auckland touring team that came over in 87. I was going to say last year, but it's 89 now, came over in 87. Also a New Zealand test player along with Shane Cooper, but he's going to have a go for goal. He's just taking it outside of the very boggy 25-yard line area there. He's just 10 yards in from that far side touch line. First chance of points on the board for Salford. Just 5.5 minutes of play gone. A referee Cross on the far side. Looked to his right on the 6th tackle. Noticed the Saints players was moving up and duly penalised them. So it's Peter Brown there. Looks as though he's gone to the left. Well, they just shaved the post. It was going to the left, but just shaved the post and went dead. So it's 25 drop out. Shane Cooper, brilliant play from Shane there. Phil Beavers up with him and he did well to take it when that Salford man came in looking for the interception, but good play from Shane Cooper there. Quick away from these drop out situations. Paul Groves at dummy half. On to Donegan, powering his way up to the halfway line. Groves at dummy half again, onto Bluer, but Salford quickly in. Obviously Bluer and Groves are up to do well against their own team, their old team I should say, but referee Cross there looking to his right and he penalises Salford for moving up in an offside position. Paul Loughlin right on the halfway line to gain added yardage. He does so, he finds touch right on the Salford 25, so first attacking position for the Saints. Paul Groves, Tony Burke first man in, drives up. Tony Waddle, one of the tacklers in there for Salford. Donegan now taking up the second charge, 2 or 3 forward charges and then open it out to the backs. Phil Beavers on the right centre with David Tanner on the wing, certainly playing well, good partnership. But on to Loughlin now, releases the ball. Saints come back in field. Shane Cooper on to Roy Haggerty, straight runner, centre field, had a good game Haggerty on Saturday. Whereas Paul Groves attacking half-back now. Shane Cooper, loop movement with Groves, short ball to Donegan, took it well, support there. On to Baywell. Paul Jones flicked it out to his teammate Bailey, but he just couldn't take it. The ball went to ground and Salford scoop it up. I think it was Tex Evans. But referee Cross quickly in there, penalising Paul Loughlin for an infringement in the tackle. So Salford, that's the 3rd penalty. Just 8 minutes play and Salford with 3 penalties to the Saints 1. Looks like Steve Gibson, I think it is, there took a knock in that tackle. As Salford kick downfield, fine touch 10 yards from the halfway line. Mick McTeague to restart play. On to Steve Herbert. On to McTeague again. Salford trying to throw it about, keep the ball moving, but Roy Haggerty and Tony Burke quickly in there at the tackle. Salford lose possession, Saints scoop it up. Paul Jones it is, rangy second row forward. The product of Lee East. First time in the starting 13 this season. He's had 5 substitute appearances. Salford pressing up, forcing Saints back temporarily. Mark Bailey, Gary Conley linking up. Conley there, he played in the semi-final of the Challenge Cup on Saturday. Then he was in the A-team on Sunday. Well, Groves there, chipped through. He certainly got felled off the ball. Referee Cross not taking any action about that. He waves play on, but Salford back in possession. McTeague. Right by the centre spot there, just slightly inside the Saints half. Peter Brown, I think that is, at acting half-back. On to Tony Waddle. David Kearns, ex-Barrow lad. Both Kearns and Quirk for Saints there, ex-teammates at Barrow. Salford there, they'd made the half break, but he couldn't capitalise on it. It's the 6th and final tackle now. Ball back to Gibson, but it's all on. It's off a Saints player, and Salford get the ball back, but offside. I thought it was off a Saints player, but obviously it must have hit a Salford player, and referee Cross indicating it was on his back, or off his back, and then the Salford man, who must have been in an offside position, picked the ball up. He awards Saints the penalty, and Paul Loughlin kicks upfield. 10 yards inside the Salford half now. Groves brings it infield. On to Shane Cooper, Mark Bailey, Roy Haggerty now. Pushes one off, looking to release, but a good clamp tackle. Both sides just feeling the way around, just testing each other out. Paul Jones. Bailey and Jones also substitutes last Saturday. They played in the Alliance Cup semi-final on Sunday. But Tony Burt there, uncharacteristically for Tony, he knocks on. Quite a lot of rain today. There's been a lot of rain in St Helens, and I think it always rains around the Manchester area, doesn't it? But doesn't look too bad apart from in the Saints 25. Over on the far side by the dugout, Salford in possession. As we said before, this game rearranged from last Sunday, and the Rugby League trying to get these fixtures arranged very quickly. Ordered it to be played this Tuesday. Salford moving up, not gaining much headway into the Saints area. McTeague. Solid tackle there, Roy Haggerty, and Austin Donegan it is. Loop movement, Kearns looking for the way through. There's the indication from referee Cross for the 6th and final tackle. Mick McTeague takes it to his right. Lofted ball. Mark Bailey scoops up the loose ball. It's Saints back in possession. 10 yards outside their own 25. Shane Cooper looking very sharp tonight. Cooper on to Les Quirk. He has to come in field. Tex Evans comes in and takes him down. Donegan now moving upfield. Evans again in at the tackle, coming infield. Bluer. Saints tidy up. Mark Bailey it is. Phil Beavers comes in at acting half-back, taking it over to the right. Roy Haggerty looming on the right, inside to David Tanner. Just brought down on the halfway line. 6 tackle for Saints. Beavers grubbers for touch, but well taken on the far side there. Adrian Hadley, I think it is, this extra rugby union combination on the far side. Peter Williams and Adrian Hadley on the left wing for Salford. Well, play allowed to go on, and no advantage of the Saints there. The ball coming back after being knocked on by a Salford player, but referee Cross waves it on, so pick the balls out of that, but it's Salford still in possession. Steve Gibson attacked in half-back, on to Kearns. Salford move it to the left there. Second row forward there, Ian Blease, powering his way over, up to the Saints 25. Steve Kerry working the loop movement. Salford keep the ball moving. On to Gibson in the line. On to Braga, but he loses it. It goes to ground. Very unlucky there. Quick hands was the order of the day, and Braga tried to move it out, but it just shot out of his hands. Scrum down with the Saints feed, just 10 yards outside the Saints 25. Two clean scrums to nil in Salford's favour. Bluer comes up with that for the Saints. Mark Bailey tidies up. Bluer attacked in half-back. Salford moving up very quickly, but Cooper. Saints keep it going. Austin Donegan, I think it is. No, Paul Jones it was, I do beg your pardon. Roy Haggerty lurking on that right flank. Tried to turn it infield there, but good Salford cover tackling. Deep pass. Just needs one of these Saints players. They've got to straighten it up. There's Donegan now, taking up the running. Looking in, well, it seemed as though the referee had blew up before he actually gave that to Mark Bailey. But Bailey just coming on Donegan's right shoulder. Forward pass being ruled, so scrum down, just 10 yards inside the Saints half. It's David Kearns. It's a feed. Ball coming right through. Played on by Shane Cooper, who broke quickly. And Steve Gibson has to come in, and the ball kicked into touch. Ball going directly into touch, I think, from Steve Gibson. That should constitute a Saints feed, I think. Yes, Darren Bluer with the ball. And Bluer comes up with it. Good feed from Bluer very quickly before the scrum collapses. Quick hands, Connolly in the line. Salford move up very quickly, but Saints there spread it right across the field. Cooper again, good deep ball onto Loughlin, out to Roy Haggerty, onto Les Quirk, goes past Evans, Quirk comes in field to Loughlin. Good tackling there from Salford, and the Salford man comes up with the ball. But Saints certainly spreading it quickly. But it was a super tackle there, run by that Salford man on Paul Loughlin. Released the ball from his hands, and Salford come up with it. Kearns attacked in half-back. Over to Steve Herbert. Big lad, this Herbert. Lewis, I think it was, brings him down. Groves moving up as the ball's coming back for the kick downfield. Gary Connolly stops it well, gathers it safely. Runs into the first line of Salford defence. The tackle count waved clean with Peter Brown, I think it was. Yes, Peter Brown there. He went to snatch the ball. He pushed it back towards the Saints with his fingers. So that constitutes the Salford man touching the ball, and a further 6 tackles are awarded. Tony Burke taking up the running just short of the halfway line. 17 minutes gone of the game, no score. Roy Haggerty gives the dummy into space. Haggerty support on the right. Bluer take. Oh, I thought he just took it well. Very unlucky there. Bluer there. Haggerty breaking through. He fed it to Bluer. Jones was on his right, and Bluer puts it to ground. Haggerty there did the spade work, saw the gap, the chinks in the Salford armour, went through them with support. But one against the head there. The ball coming out Saints side. Well, Salford penalised for an infringement in the scrum, but that one was against the head there with the ball coming out. Paul Groves taking on against Mick McTeague, and the Saints awarded the penalty. They find touch 20 yards from the Salford line. Tony Burke taking up the running. Saints now spread it over to the right. Paul Groves acting half-back. Deep ball, very slippy conditions out there. I think it's Jones, he has to go down with the ball. Groves again, taking up the running. Inside ball to Phil Beavers, change of direction. Beavers gives the dummy. In the Salford 25 now, quick play, the ball needed. Saints going to bring it over to the left now. Shane Cooper taking up the running. Gives the dummy, good ball work from Shane Cooper. Out to Gary Connolly. But Salford moving up very quickly. Darren Bluer on to Paul Jones. Well, certainly looked like an elbow that, but referee Cross signifying it was a shoulder charge. Sixth and final tackle onto Phil Beavers. Knocked down there, the Salford man picks it up cleanly. Beavers is in chase, Gary Connolly, can he cut him off? Well, it comes inside, yes, just wrong-footed Gary Connolly there, and Salford go in for the opening score in the 19th minute. I just couldn't make out who'd scored there, but the ball, Phil Beavers trying to kick through on the sixth and final tackle, the ball bouncing off the Salford player's legs. He picked it up cleanly. He was going for the line. Gary Connolly tried to come across and cut him off, but he couldn't do so. He sidestepped inside and sent Connolly the wrong way, and Salford in for the first try. Well, it was the Salford halfback, the standoff Steve Kerry, that went in for that opening try. Showed a clean pair of heels there. As I say, Gary Connolly couldn't cut him off. He just sidestepped inside, but it's Peter Brown trying to tag on the extra points. He's on the 25-yard line, just about 12 yards in from the far side touchline. The score 4-0 for Salford. Just composing himself there, Peter Brown, prolific goal scorer. Well, that's right across the face of the posts. So after 20 minutes play now, 4-0 the score, just halfway through this first half. Obviously Saints with a few injury problems from Saturday's game, with John Harrison picking up a leg injury, Neil Holding, who was absolutely hammered by Courier and others in the witness team, but they got off scot-free. Well, Courier got off scot-free, should have definitely walked down the tunnel there. Paul Farber with a leg injury. Had a good game, Farber. Well, that's a knock-on behind the line. Well, referee Cross looking to his touch judges, and I'm sure if the touch judge is on the far side and he's in the middle of the field, if he can't see, well, nobody can see. But a clear knock-on behind the line there. Should have been a drop-out from between the sticks, but Salford are allowed to play on. Good news for Saints for Wembley, with Bolton and O'Connor being allowed to come back after Manley trying to get extra 10,000 quid off the Saints. But they soon put that to right. So Kevin Ashcroft, coach for Salford, will have his team fired up tonight. They need all the points they can get in the league. They certainly lost a few games by just the odd couple of points late on in the game, and they came good earlier in the season, but they took the dive as the season comes to an end. Tony Burke. Paul Groves at dummy half. Out to Cooper. Roy Haggerty again. Good ball to Beavers. Pushes one off, but the tackle's complete. Well, all the Salford moving up in an offside position to the referee's right. Sixth and final tackle there. Referee Cross. He'll have to ensure this Salford side stay onside. It's all on. Touches the Salford play from Darren Blewer's kick through. And Salford back in possession, leading by 4-0. Well, at Nosey Road this season, in the corresponding league fixture, Saints come out winners by 30-14 with two tries from Cooper, one from Farber, Dwyer and Loughlin, with Paul Loughlin with 5 goals. They're rocking over there on the far side. Well, Salford turning the scrum this time. Yes, duly penalised by referee Cross. The ball very slow in coming out, but Salford turned the scrum, duly penalised, and Paul Loughlin kicks up for good. Kick from Loughlin, finds touch right on the Salford 25. Paul Groves, Tony Burke, first man in, powering his way towards the Salford line. 8 points on the board now, and Shane Cooper has been buzzing all round centre field. He's certainly looking very sharp tonight. ball there. Salford snap up the crumbs and back in possession. Loose handling from the Saints. Kearns, as Salford move it to the left. Ian Blease going over to the left, but the ball's loose again. Can Saints capitalise on it? No knock-on being ruled. Salford snapping up possession and then the ball coming loose again, but referee ruling a knock-on. Scrum down just inside the Saints half. 3 scrums to 2 in Salford favour, and it's Darren Blewer to feed. Obviously the partisan Salford crowd giving Blewer and Groves some stick, but it's Saints. Phil Beavers there, onto Gary Connolly. Nearly broke the tattle there, but Beavers again moving up into acting half-back. Cooper, short ball there to Jones. Well, that ball, I feel that should have gone straight away from Jones, with Bailey, Loughlin and Quirk overlap on the left. It's Tony Burke blindside. Onto Les Quirk into space. Only the full-back to beat Les Quirk. Walks round Gibbs. Oh, just stops him short. But Quirk's, he gets up and still goes for the line, just about 5 yards short. Saints on the attack. Super ball there from Burke to Les Quirk. A Saints ready to cross the face of the goal. Darren Blewer straightening up, looking to get through. 6th and final tattle now. The ball to Roy Haggerty. Saints spread it. Overlap there. The ball's loose again. David Tanner goes for it, but it goes into touch. So it's going to be a scrum down on the far side, just about 8 yards from the Salford line. Oh, the changeover's given, beg your pardon. I was forgetting it was the 6th tattle. So the ball going into touch. And the changeover ruled on the far side. Mick McTeague taking up the running. 25 minutes gone. 4 points to 0 in Salford's favour. Well, one consolation about not doing the video at Wigan for the Challenge Cup semi-final last Saturday. At least I could stand on the terraces and get into vocal action and have a good curse for a change. It takes some doing when you've got to do 80 minutes and certainly curbing your language for some of the controversial decisions that we do get from the man in the middle. But it's Tony Burke, centre field, pushes one off, drives up field. Burke just taken down by his ankle. Bill Beavers, quick play the ball. Onto Groves. Deep ball to Jones, into space. Well, good clamp tackle there as Connolly, Loughlin and Quirk came up again. Connolly at dummy half. Cooper changes direction. Loughlin again. Takes it over to the blind side. Takes 2 Salford tacklers with him. Takes Evans, moves infield very quickly. The ball back to Shane Cooper. Grubbers through, hacks it on, chase for the line. Cooper taking up the running. Well, the ball's loose. Has Cooper got it? Looks as though he has. Yes, Cooper's still there. Well, offside. Well, that's one way of saving 6 points, giving 2 away, isn't it? Clearly in an offside position, the Salford man, as Shane Cooper tried to play the ball quickly, and Saints are going to go for goal. Shane Cooper, Saints captain, and he points to the goal posts. Salford just leading by 4 points to 2, and that'll just calm it down. Neil Holding, Saints substitute, coming on as Sandman there for Paul Loughlin, but Shane Cooper there, he did well, he grubbed through. The Salford man couldn't take the ball. He touched it, he lost it, and Cooper come up with it to quick play the ball, but Salford man in an offside position right in front of referee Cross. There's a chance for points on the board for Saints, trailing by 4 points to 0. As I said, it's 28 minutes of the first half gone. A dismal night, but a bad crowd here assembled at the Willows. Paul Loughlin is already 95 goals to his credit this season, 91 in League and Cup, plus 1 for Lancashire, and there he goes. After a little bit of deliberation, the touch judges raise the flag, and Saints are on the board with Paul Loughlin's penalty goal, and reduces the deficit to 4 points to 2. Paul Loughlin's 3 other goals coming from Great Britain and France. Guess it was taken out when he was ready to kick it. So Salford kick off. Steve Kerry kicks deep. Gary Conley drives up to the 25, takes it well. Kearns brings him down, but Donegan taking up the running. Kearns comes in for the tackle. McTeague and Horrow in support. Paul Jones now. But solid tackling from Salford. Horrow quickly in there again. Groves takes it back to Loughlin for the kick upfield. Lofty kick from Paul Loughlin. Good deep kick. Forces Gibson to turn round, but will it run dead? Just bounces on the point, yes, and goes dead. Full 75-yard kick upfield. Saints move up very quickly as Gibson comes. 25-yard tap. Well, a man offside there, Peter Brown. Offside as Gibson comes up to play the ball, and Saints are awarded the penalty. A bad play there. Another chance for Saints to get 2 points on the board. Kevin Ashcroft there will be pulling his hair out there. There will be a few expletives coming from Kevin in the dugout there. That's Paul Loughlin. Second chance in a matter of 2 minutes. This will level the scores up. It's right in front of the sticks. Right in front of the sticks. 25 yards out. Shouldn't have any problem in popping this over and levelling the scores up. Behind the ball. Loughlin there composing himself. Yes, right between the sticks. Free cross lifts his handkerchief up as well. So all level now, 4 points apiece. A try to Kerry for Salford and 2 Loughlin penalty goals. 10 minutes of this first half remaining. Les Quirk, he's looking to keep up his scoring sequence. He's scored at least 1 try in the last 10 games. 13 tries in total in the last 10 games, and this consecutive try-scoring feat beats the record of Al Fellamy in 1926-27, and then it was equalled by Roy Hargrave, the New Zealander, in 35-36, I think it was. But Les Quirk there with 10 consecutive scoring matches. Back to Loughlin, kicks upfield. Gibson has to turn again. He certainly doesn't look very confident tonight, does Gibson? He turned around well. Saints cover tackling comes up very quickly. And Salford coming away, just brought down slightly outside their own 25-yard line. Shane Cooper in there with Paul Groves. The ball back for the kick upfield. It's Kerry that's kicked it. Connolly. It touches Connolly, who was facing his own sticks, but referee Cross judges that Connolly is knocked on. So scrum down being formed with the Salford fleet just outside the Saints 25. 3 scrums apiece, 3 clean scrums apiece, I make it so far this evening, with David Kearns to feed. Salford come up with the ball, spread it quickly. Kearns again, Gibson in the line. Les Quirk comes in, but doesn't take him down. He manages to release it to Tex Evans, but Connolly comes in. Certainly Connolly, I don't know, well, on Saturday's semi-final, David Hume it was that was man of the match, and now they come to pick the man of the match, the Silk Cut sponsors, with some of the talent that was in Saints ranks is certainly beyond me. But Mark Horrow there, leading the Saints a merry dance. Finally stopped on the 25, not even brought to ground, but it's Kearns now spreading the ball on to Brown. On to number 3 there, Bragger, he takes it out to Tex Evans. Goes in field, Bragger comes back, as it's good play from Salford. Obviously they've got this backing up movement worked. The ball going out, and knock on David Kearns. It was an awkward ball for him to take, right down by his ankles. He knocked on, so it's a scrum down midway between the Saints 25 and the Saints line. It's Darren Plummer to feed. Clean heel for the Saints this time. Inside, the ball back to Loughlin for the kick upfield. Evans and Gibson nearly cocked it up there, but Evans comes away with it. Out to Kearns. Evans, an awkward ball there, a bullet pass from Evans to Kearns, but he took it well. Mark Bailey moves in quickly for the tackle. Horrow at dummy half. Salford moving it quickly to the left. On to Peter Williams. With Adrian Hanley on his outside, but someone tackling from the Saints, close him down. The ball released, spread quickly, back Teague now. Looking for support, he gets it. Solid tackle, Groves comes in. Brown at dummy half, on to Kearns. On to Ian Blease, looking to turn in the tackle, release the ball, but good clamping from the Saints. Darren Blue tries to wrench it from Blease's hands. Unsuccessful this time. It's indicated for the sixth and final tackle. Peter Brown there, but this is the sixth and final tackle now. Can we expect a drop goal attempt? Yes, Kearns, well, it touches Connolly. Unlucky, he tried to drop a goal. It's another 6 tackles for Salford. On to Herbert. Very awkward ball, but he took it well. Down by his ankles as Paul Loughlin goes in to complete the tackle. A very awkward ball for Herbert to take. So the game temporarily stopped. Just 5 minutes of this first half remaining. 4 points each the score. Steve Herbert taking in a knock in the back there with Paul Loughlin coming for the tackle. He had to go down for that ball, very awkward ball. He's fit now. Horrow at dummy half. Salford move it infield. McTeague at dummy half. Taking it left to Kearns. Well, Kearns going on his own. Tried to go through. Good tackle there. I think it's Donegan it was. Donegan hadn't snaffled him. It'd have been through. Kearns again. Long ball, awkward ball, back inside, onto Gibson. But Saints tackling, holding firm. Well, that seemed a quick 6, didn't it? But it's the 6th and final one, and Kearns lofts an up and under. Weaver's well under it. Takes it well, 10 yards from his own line. Darren Blue moving upfield. Brought down by the 25. To Tony Burke. Only that breakaway try from Steve Kerry is Salford points. Breakaway from in their own, just outside their own 25 area. Saints with 2 penalty goals, 2 Loughlin penalty goals. 5 after some sloppy play from Salford. The score was tied, 4 points each. Darren Blue was charged down again, all on. Ian Bragger takes it. Mark Bailey comes in to complete the tackle. Loughlin assists. Salford falls back. They certainly charge a few of these Saints kick-throughs this evening. Tex Evans out to Brown. Salford moving in quickly. Back to Horrow. But Salford keep it alive. They're certainly not frightened of throwing this ball about in these difficult conditions. Certainly must be a rain, soft and slippy pitch that this evening. Gibson in the line, no way through for him. Just about 3 minutes of normal time. Kearns feeds it inside to Herbert. Turns in the tackle, looking to release. Good forward play. Kearns takes it left on to Peter Brown, looking for support. Gibson comes up, takes it well. Gibson breaks through. Finally brought to ground. A good run from this full-back Gibson. He certainly looked as though he lost a bit of confidence. 6th and final tackle. Kearns chips through, but Blease offside there. Connolly takes it well. Super take by Gary Connolly. Certainly pulled off 2 or 3 try-saving tackles in Connolly there, but Salford man being brought out for obviously an infringement on the far side. It's Ian Blease. Saints awarded the penalty. Last possible chance for Saints to get more points on the scoreboard before the half-time interval. Tony Burke. Paul Groves, Saints bring it to the left. Austin Donegan. Mick McTeague looking to release the ball. Cooper, Mark Bailey, Jones in the line. Jones coming over to the left, quite often making the extra man, but just unable to break the Salford defence. Mark Bailey is the dummy, ducks under 2 tackles. McTeague comes back and completes the tackle. Groves, Haggerty, good ball to Beavers, but equally good tackle. Beavers releases it, Haggerty gets it back. Saints are forced back. 6th and final tackle of this sequence. Ball charged down in field again. As I said, they've had the luck with the charging down of Salford, but it must be all on the half-time hooter now. Gibson plays it to himself, allowed to go forward. Mark Bailey completes the tackle. Kearns attacked in half-back. On to McTeague. Clamp tackle. Donegan there. And Blease coming through on the burst. Just taken down. Paul Groves brings him down by the ankles. Kearns swings it left. Peter Brown. On to Horrow. Charge for the line. The ball's loose. Saints come up with it. 30 seconds of stoppage time played. And there's the half-time hooter. So at half-time here at the Willows, the score 4 points each. Steve Kerry try in the 19th minute to open the scoring after both sets of forwards just weighing each other up. Very heavy pitch, although it doesn't look too bad from up in the commentary position. That Steve Kerry try opened the scoring in the 19th minute, and then 2 Paul Loughlin penalty goals in the 28th and 30th minute brought the score back all level, and that's how it is at half-time. Salford just taking the pinch. Saints coming on now. No substitutions used in the first half, and as far as I'm aware, none been made at half-time. The score's all level, 4 points apiece. Saints looking to get their 8th win in a row, with 7 wins on the trot up to this evening's match, with 3 league and 4 in the Challenge Cup. Saints to kick off. Paul Loughlin centre field. Kicks it deep into that muddy part there, but looks though Peter Brown's taking it well. Paul Groves there completing the tackle. The ball back for the kick upfield. Peter Williams, I think it is. Well, a good bounce there. Very fortuitous bounce after a deep crossfield kick from his own 25, and finds touch about 10 yards inside the Saints 25. Just scrum down now with Darren Blewer to feed. Salford pushing, but Blewer comes up with the ball. Cross coming back in the line, getting the Salford onside, or attempting at least to try to get them onside. It's only that breakaway try to score, but Salford pinched the ball there from Shane Cooper, and it's Salford back. Ball back to Brown. Well, a loose ball there. On to Williams. Well, Williams is going for the line. Brought down short. Must only be inches short there. Thought it could have possibly slid over. Well, from what looked a bit shabby in the centre from Salford, they tidy it up there, and Williams. Awkward ball again there to McTeague, but he's still going forward. Brought down right in front of the sticks. Salford putting the pressure on to Kearns. Short ball there to Herbert. Slips it out to Gibson. Is he in? No, the ball's loose. No, the ball's loose. The referee's blown up, and a knock-on being ruled. So Salford there putting plenty of pressure on the Saints. As I said, they looked a bit shabby centre field, but it came through. They nearly scored with Peter Williams, and then it came over to the left, and the ball going loose. It's a scrum down with the Saints feed. Darren Blewer to feed. One clean scrum to the Saints in this second half. Blewer again. Saints come up with the ball. Bluer comes blindside. Breaks down this blindside, but he's forced into touch. Solid tackling from Salford there. Came through very quickly. Bluer worked the dummy round the scrum. Came down this main stand. I don't know if you can call it a main stand, but he came down this touchline and was forced into touch. But Saints come up with the ball there. One against the head. Turned the scrum and Saints back in possession. Quick hands, Mark Bailey. Tony Burke there onto Mark Bailey, but Salford closing very quickly. Steve Kerry, one of the tacklers, with Mark Horrow. And to spread it quickly, yes, good ball, just couldn't take it. The ball going to ground and Salford back in possession. The break was made and Saints tried to spread it on, but couldn't take it. Quick hands from Salford, overlap here, Gibson in the line, he turns it inside to Peter Williams. Saints close up very quickly after Salford creating a bit of an opening. Ian Bragger going cross field, but Salford forced back. Solid Saints tackling. McTeague, a dummy half. Saints will have to get a grip of this game. Just 4 points apiece it is, and looking for points on the board. Obstruction there, centre field. Well, he's not seen it, and Kerry going upfield, but Connolly's in there. Sixth and final tackle, and Salford shouldn't have been allowed to go that far. It was a blatant penalty earlier on, but well, perhaps that's just to recompense. Salford are penalised for moving up in an offside position, so Saints awarded the penalty. Paul Loughlin. Boot from Loughlin, 10 yards short of the halfway line. Stuck right in the front row of the 3 and 9s here, and it's Saints back on the attack. Tony Burke. Waddle and Blease it is that brings him down. Groves onto Donegan. Both defences holding pretty firm this evening. So awkward conditions. Torrential rain all day, and I think it's been doing a bit of raining this evening. Mark Bailey, only the full-back to beat. What? Gibson there, but Tex Evans comes in. He evades Gibson's tackle. Gibson's taking another knock, but it's Saints there. First chance this half. Cooper, lofty ball to Haggerty. Looking for the gap into space. Haggerty turns inside. Sixth and final tackle now. Saints will spread it across to the left. Gary Connolly, it's been rubber type kick, but it went dead. So Salford are going to start with a 25-yard tap restart. Saints putting plenty of pressure on there. Mark Bailey very unlucky, but it's Steve Herbert. He knocks on there. Well, Saints come up with the ball. I thought he was going to let it go, but Saints come up with the ball, so it's Saints back. Donegan, Jones, Loughlin, Cooper, out to Phil Beavers. Have to keep him field, very slippy on the edges. Can easily be forced into touch. David Tanner. Cooper back to Tanner. Trying to hurt the dummy, tries to straighten up Tanner. Somebody's got to straighten up. Bluer. Groves back to Bluer. On to Mark Bailey again. He's doing well, Bailey. Still going forward. Yeah, short ball to Bluer. Comes on to backing up very well, Darren Bluer. Come on to that short ball, just as he did off ball forward last Saturday. Haggerty turns inside to Cooper. 10 yards from the Salford line. Roy Haggerty, good ball there. Can it be Tanner? No, the ball's loose. Salford back in possession.
Get him onside!
Hanged on their own line. It's Adrian Hadley trying to clear the ranks. Mick McTeague stepping up at acting halfback. Saints penalised for moving up too quickly at the play the ball. First penalty for Salford in this second half. After 7 minutes play. Joe Williams, I think it is. Got to kick to this main stand side. Finds touch. About 10 yards short of the halfway line. Kearns to restart onto McTeague. Usually we get the hooker starting off the play the ball, but it's the halfback there, Kearns. Now with the Worrell. Burke and Donegan. Jones complete the tackle. It's Kearns again, feeding inside to Peter Brown. Big Kiwi forward. Salford again in possession, spreading it to the right. Kearns, short ball to Blease. The man on the ground, he gets up, tries to make further ground, further yardage. To Kearns, spreading it quickly to the right. Herbert, I think it is, going through. Good, strong prop forward, Herbert. Sixth and final tackle of this sequence. On to Kearns now. Over to Evans' wing, but Quirk takes it well. Comes in field, but he takes the tackle of Evans on the far side. Saints break quickly on the far side, but Salford tackling comes in. Salford man penalised for kicking. That they play the ball as the Saints player went to Loughlin, I think it is, as he went to play the ball, and the Salford man kicking out, penalised by referee Cross. Saints start play 10 yards from the halfway line. Roy Haggerty just brought down on the halfway. Cooper onto Donegan. Debut for Austin Donegan. Austin's father Joe, he played with Saints in the late 50s, early 60s. Got a knock on being ruled right there centre field with Paul Jones. The ball coming back to Paul Groves. Got a knock on being ruled. So scrum down. Kearns to feed. The ball coming out Salford side. First scrum they've won this half. Gibson moving up at dummy half. Taking up the running. Cooper and Donegan bring him down, but it's Salford spreading it quickly. Well, a hint of obstruction there. Horrow turns it inside to Peter Williams. Certainly referee Cross, he's not seen this obstruction tonight from Salford outfit. Blease going crossfield, but he loses the ball. Groves kicks it on. Gibson there, gathers it safely. Turns round, pushes Bluer off, feeds on to Evans. But Loughlin quickly over there. With Les Quirk coming in. Solid tackle in centre field. Salford try to move it quickly. Peter Brown looking to turn it inside, but good clamp tackling. Kearns, lofting ball to Blease. Bailey completes the tackle. Beavers comes in. Certainly a forward battle in the middle half of the field. Kearns looking to go through. Ducks under one tackle, but Jones brings him down. Sixth and final one for Salford. On to Brown. Lofted ball.
Come on, Red!
Well, anybody's ball. But Saints come up with it. Darren Bluer comes up with it. It certainly looks as though the ball had gone forward, but who am I to say it's a knock on? Referee Cross right on the job. Roy Haggerty beat it inside. Gary Connolly. Connolly there as he taken an injury in the tackle. The referee quickly in there calls for the Saints physio to come on. Tim Deakin, Saints physio, and also the Salford physio to come on. It's Waddle that was going to be treated, but he's okay. Got young Gary Connolly there. It's about his 8th first team appearance. Certainly had a stormy game in the Challenge Cup semi-final at Wigan against Widnes last Saturday. As I said, by the powers that be, we wasn't able to video it, but I'm sure we would have seen the witness points there. The two tries both coming from forward passes. It was Gary Connolly there, he's being helped off. So very unlucky there. Saints going to be forced to make a substitution. With Neil Holding, I think he's going to be coming on for Gary Connolly. So Gibson there going to referee Cross as the crowd in possession now, so perhaps that'll please them. McTee onto Brown. Sharp ball there to Kerry, flicks it out to Peter Williams. Trying to jink his way infield, but solid tackling from the Saints. It must be really heavy going underfoot there for both sets of players this evening. Score still tied at 4 points each, and we're 13 minutes through this second half. Lee's attacked in half-back, going on his own. Powerful forward this Blees. It's Kearns taking up the run-in, looking to create the gap as Salford come in field. Looks like Braga coming across field. Forced back, tattle, the man stood up in the tattle, forced down. Big oohs and ahs going up, but nothing from over this side, so I don't know what they're moaning about. Loose ball, and Phil Beavers, who will have moved up to full-back, as they come up with it. No, Salford are back in possession. Salford on the attack, quick hands, McTee looking to release. The local partisan crowd getting behind Salford as they look for a quick play of the ball, and a try scored. I don't know whether it's David Kearns or not that goes over for it. No, it's not Kearns, it's Steve Kerry again going over for his second of the night. I thought it was Kearns who was one of the half-backs, but it's Salford take the lead, 8 points to 4 at present. 14 minutes through this second half. After Saints restarting there, they lost the ball. Salford moved upfield and capitalised on it. Put plenty of pressure on the Saints line. Saints supposed to make a substitution there with Gary Connolly being injured. So it's Steve Kerry looking to convert his own try. 8 points to 4 the score at present. Just inside the 25, just to the left of the sticks, yes, right between the posts. To 4 now, the score in Salford's favour. Neil Olin moving into the right centre position. Phil Beavers going up to the full-back with that injury to Gary Connolly. So Loughlin kicks off, plenty time left, half an hour of play. Salford with a 6-point cushion, 10 points to 4 in the lead. Certainly been running hard of the Salford forwards, and these two half-backs there trying to dictate play. Ball back to Williams for the kick-up field. Beavers takes it, David Tanner goes with him. David Tanner goes on the dummy run. Well, Adrian Adley going there, he tried to throw a punch, but referee cross unsighted. Mark Bailey brought down with it. Saints moving it across field. Salford containing them centre field. Groves on the break, runs straight into David Kearns. Good clamp tattle from Kearns. Blew at a dummy half. Takes up the run in. Cooper left. Haggerty. Ball still loose. Goes back. Saints still in possession. It's the 6th and final tattle. A little chip, well, brought down there, but no joy from referee cross. Salford come up with the ball. Mark Horrow would have been the changeover if Loughlin had been tackled. He tried to chip through. It's Kearns now, bringing it left to Kerry. Loose ball, but Salford snap it up very quickly. Good running there, good running from Ian Blees. Powered his way through under very difficult conditions. Gibson in the line, and Salford moving upfield. Kerry left to Worrell, on to Peter Brown, inside to Mick McTeague, into space, looking for support. Just brought down, good tackle there. He'll hold him quickly in. But it's Horrow there, yes. Horrow dives over in good style. He took it deep. He just powered his way through the Saints' defence and dove over in good style to the right of the sticks. Extends the Salford's lead to 14 points to 4, and surely just a formality for the conversion attempt. Looks as though it's Steve Kerry again. Yes, Steve Kerry with the ball there. 14 points to 4, and nearly halfway through this second half. The Saints will have to liven up a bit, to look a bit bottled up centre field. Just certainly look a bit lacking in idea. And David Cosgrove warming up on the far side for the Saints. But it's Steve Kerry now going to convert this Horrow try. No problem, bangs it right between the sticks. 16 points to 4 now, and definitely an uphill battle for the Saints. Certainly one they can overcome. 12 points in arrears. To replace, I think it's Austin Donegan. Just couldn't see what number they'd held up, but they're all going into touch there, just short of the Salford line. So a chance now for Saints to put some pressure on. Darren Blewer to feed, just about 5 yards short of the Salford line. David Cosgrove there, he's signed from Widnes Tigers, I think it was, a Widnes lad. Signed as a hooker, but he's certainly had a lot of his games at prop, and he's certainly a good prospect. Only a young lad, only about 20. He's been out with injury, he's had an arm injury. Salford come up with the ball there from that scrum. Break it quickly, Gibson in the line. Solid tackling from Saints, moving quickly there. David Tanner, is it? David Tanner now, I think he's dropped back to full back. Beavers at right centre, and Neil Holding on the right wing. And Peter Brown. Crossfield kick, is he going to carry? Yes, it just carries there. Les Quirk couldn't get back in time. And Salford fine touch on the Saints 25. Certainly take a lot of running off the forwards. That was good kick from Peter Brown. A 50-yard crossfield kick. Just running into touch. On the far side. Saints feed, Saints come up with the ball. 4-2 at present. Certainly lacking in a little idea. Trailing by 16 points to 4. Roy Haggerty pushes the first line of tattlers off. Turns round, but gets clamped again. Mick McTeague this time. But Roy Haggerty penalised there for an incorrect play of the ball. Salford back in possession. Penalties awarded, and Salford are going to go for the penalty goal. Saints in the league, they played 19, winning 11, a draw 1, lost 7, 4-2, 4-4, 3-4-1 against, and 23 points. They're in about 6th position. Salford, they must be 11 to 12 to certainly in the relegation area, or possible relegation area. They need all the points they can get, and they're in command tonight. 16 points to 4, 2 tries in 3 minutes from Kerry and Horrow, both converted by Kerry. It's 22 minutes of this second half gone, and Salford with a penalty goal attempt. Kerry, they were positioning themselves about 35 yards out, just to the right of the sticks. There he goes. It's a no goal. So Saints have forced to drop out from the 25-yard line. Saints making both the substitutions now. Holding and Cosgrove on. Well, stopped by Horrow on the chest. Picks it up and Cosgrove comes in, takes him round the ankles, and Groves and Tony Burke, I think it is, coming to complete the tackle. Salford certainly looking the more lively, moving upfield. Giving Ashroff to have them fired up in the half-time interval. Well, good break, centre fielder Kearns feeds inside to Brown. I must say that certainly looked forward, but Brown raises his clenched hand as he goes over, but a good break there from Kearns initially, and Brown following him up and backing up, but certainly thought the pass looked forward. Brown goes over there, extends Salford's lead further to 20 points to 4, and certainly just a formality for this half-back carry there. A good break there by David Kearns, this ex-Barrow half-back, and as Brown loomed up on his right as he passed it to him, I mean, we are sat over here on the far side, but it certainly was a forward pass. It was allowed to go by referee Cross, and Salford extend the lead now to 22 points to 4. In this second half. The ball back to Brown, I think it is, for the kick up field. David Tanner takes it after one bounce. Adrian Hadley comes in for the tackle, but Mark Bailey probably looked the only one that could break through this Salford defence this evening. Paul Groves comes away with it. It's just a disarray after last Saturday's cup match. It's Cosgrove taking up the running, brought down right in front of us on the halfway line. Beavers attacked in half back onto Cooper. Mark Bailey again onto Jones. Well, the ball should have gone early there. Haggerty, Loughlin and Quirk on the left, but Jones takes the tackle. Cooper now, it's the sixth tackle onto Loughlin, out to Les Quirk. Kicks it downfield, touches a Salford man, comes infield. They've had all the luck with the bounce off the kicks through of Salford. So just a quarter of an hour remaining. Salford 22 points to 4 in the lead, and as I say, only quarter of an hour for Les Quirk to get on this score sheet to keep his consecutive tries in consecutive matches going. Cosgrove completes the tackle there. Steve Herbert, I think it is. Kearns a dummy half, the ball back to Williams. The kick upfield. Neil Holding beats Adrian Hadley, ducks under the other tackle. But Hadley comes, yes, Hadley comes back. Paul Jones. On to Tony Burke. The ball wrenched from Burke's hands, but touching the Salford man, and Saints get it back, so another 6 tackles for the Saints to capitalise, hopefully. Cosgrove just inside the Salford half, 22 points to 4 in arrears. Just 2 penalty goals to show for their evening's work so far. Saints being awarded a penalty centre field. Paul Loughlin lost the ball over to touch, finds touch just outside the Salford 25. Well, referee Cross is lining up with us instead of Salford, keeping him onside. Cooper, Haggerty taking up the running now, brought down just short of the 25-yard line centre field. Jones now, solid tackling from McTee. Certainly the Salford Tattlings held firm tonight. And a purple patch in 9 minutes in this second half. In the 14th minutes, 17th and 23rd with 3 tries converted by Kerry. But Loughlin now on to Phil Beavers. On to David Tanner linking up. He's moved up in the pull-back position, but he lost the ball in the tackle. Very slippery conditions, but Salford have made it count when it needed to count. Saints just can't hold on to the ball tonight. Salford back in position. In possession. I beg your pardon. Gibbs, it looks like. Tucking and they obviously got cramp. The referee cross-checking the ball away with this, one of the new rulings, where the player's injured. It can be handed on to another member of the team while play carries on. When it's not a serious injury, of course, but Gibson's okay now. The ball back to Williams, I think it is, for the kick-up field. Obviously trying to make Saints play the ball and play the game in their own half. Salford move up very quickly after David Tanner takes it. Saints forced to get back on side very quickly. Certainly not a lot for the Saints Beckers to shout about tonight. It's Cooper taking up the running. On to Mark Bailey there. As I said before, there's only Bailey that looks as though he could break this Salford defence, but it was a super ball there from Shane Cooper. And it's Paul Loughlin now taking up the running. 10 yards from the Salford 25. Back to Bailey, but that man came through there, surely. Couldn't have been onside, that man. Herbert, I think it is. The way he came through there, no way that man could be onside. It's the 6th and final tackle, I think. Roy Haggerty, lofted ball over to Les Quirk. See what he can make of this. Still going, Les Quirk down the touchline. Grubbers through. Shoulder charged into touch, but the ball going in there, and the scrum down's going to be formed with the Salford feet just inside the Salford 25. So Mercer coming on for Salford, replacing Mick McTeague. Just scrum down, as I said, with the Salford feed, and Salford come up with the ball. Roy Haggerty that took a knock. It was Mark Bailey that took that knock to centre field. It's Salford now, still in possession, just outside their own 25. Since with an uphill battle, just 10 minutes of time remaining. 22 points to 4. In arrears. Certainly looks like it's going to be a miracle to pull them out of the fat tonight. Williams. Good deep boot upfield. David Tanner takes it. Les Quirk comes in field. Tanner has to take the tackle. Les Quirk from acting halfback. Saints playing it up centre field. Tony Burke taking up the running. Mercer comes on there, replacing Mick McTeague. Andy Mercer comes in for the tackle. David Cosgrove. Mercer in again. Just penetrates the Salford half now, but Groves is acting halfback. Onto Blue, but Saints getting bottled up centre field. Just lacking in idea. Shane Cooper, deep ball to Loughlin. Out to Les Quirk. Can't take it. Whether he actually went into touch with the ball or whether he kicked it into touch. It's a scrum down on the far side. No changeover being ruled. Obviously, Quirk adjudged to have gone into touch whilst in possession of the ball. Andy Mercer now. Diagonal run. Taking up the running, just been named as the Salford sponsors man of the match. He's got a try, 2 tries and 3 goals to his credit this evening, so perhaps a worthy beneficiary, but Salford they've showed some good touches. Horrow it is there, gets the ball out. Wilson, and it's Salford on the charge again. They keep it going. It's Ian Blease. He's brought down by Phil Beavers. 10 yards inside the Saints half. Adrian Hadley from acting half-back. Cosgrove goes in, solid tackle from Cosgrove, right round the legs. Can't go anywhere without the legs. Sixth and final tackle of this sequence. Kearns, crossfield. Kick well taken. I think it's Paul Loughlin on the far side. These players getting very muddied up now. Work from acting half-back, going on his own. Cooper looms up on the left, but he couldn't release it. Paul Jones into space. Looks as though he lost the ball there. Yes, referee Cross right on the job. And Salford making another substitution now. With number 14 coming on is Keith Bentley. For number 3, Ian Bragger. Saints with another injury problem there. Just can't see who is down with the other players. It's Paul Jones that's receiving treatment. Finally gets up, the scrum's formed. Kearns feeds, Salford come up with the ball. Quickly to the left, Williams feeds inside to Hadley, but he knocks on. Williams sat there disgusted, just sat there, legs folded and what have you, as Hadley comes inside. He couldn't take it. Darren Blue feeds. Saints come up with the ball. 5-3 possession this second half, but no points on the board to show for it. Saints playing up centre. Very few running chances. Paul Loughlin. Just 2 penalty goals for the night's work this evening. The Saints, 5 minutes of normal time remaining. Darren Blue throws the dummy. Paul Groves in support, but Andy Mercer, substitute forward, takes in. Groves there. Tries to go through. Salford man takes a knock as he gathers that ball as Groves kick through. The clock stopped and the Salford trainer comes on. So certainly Saints losing 2 league points this evening. Spirited display from the Salford outfit after being 4 points each at half time. 3 tries in 9 minutes. Salford player receiving treatment. Mark Orwell actually with the ball in his possession. It's going to be Salford to play the ball, and everything's ready. It's Steve Kerry that's the injured party there as he went down bravely on that kick through from Paul Groves. But Mark Orwell plays the ball, and Salford does very quickly. Well, moving up very quickly, Ian Blease drifted onto that ball, and a bad ball from Salford. But the knock-on going to be ruled. Salford are playing on. The referee hadn't whistled till then. So play had been stopped. Whereas I think it was Kearns that laid that short ball on. I would have said it was a hint forward, but it was allowed to go on. Whether he would have let it go on if they hadn't knocked on, I don't know. Darren Blewer to feed. Saints come up with the ball, but Blewer penalised for feeding. So Salford awarded a penalty. Well, when nothing was right for you, that's it, isn't it? Like, what can you do? But Saints, they're at Wembley. After that semi-final defeat against Widnes. The winners of Wigan and Warrington in the second semi-final. A week this Saturday. Saints with certainly no chance of winning the Stones Bitter League. But certainly they need the points, and they're not going to get anything out of tonight's match, are they? for Salford. Turns in the tackle. The ball's loose. Saints come up with it. Just about 4 minutes for Les Quirk to hopefully get on the scoreboard to keep his try scoring consecutive matches alive. Saints in possession, midway between the halfway and their own 25. Shane Cooper into space, looking for support, can't release it. Good clamp tackle there, finally brought down. Roy Haggerty, short ball to Loughlin. Tried to turn in the tackle to release to Les Quirk, but he couldn't do so. The referee raises his hand, signifying it's the sixth tackle. Darren Brewer up and under. Deep kick, well knocked forward by a Salford man. Obviously Saints couldn't capitalise on it, otherwise it would have been a play on. It's a scrum down, midway between the Salford 25 and the halfway line. It's Darren Brewer to feed. Possible last chance for Saints to get points on the board. Loughlin, overlap on the Phil Beavers. Neil Olin goes in field. Good clamp tackling. Mark Horrow comes in with Peter Williams. Shane Cooper, awkward ball to Groves. Awkward ball for Paul Groves. Had to take it by his ankles. He's disgusted with himself, but there was nothing much you could do about it. Saints was moving it quickly over to the left, or hopefully trying to move it quickly over to the left. Shane Cooper coming the pass on to Groves for the loop movement. It went down. So it's a Salford feed. Scrum down on the Salford 25. Kearns comes up with it. Gibson linking up. Certainly after a dull start, he's certainly linked up. Three-man overlap for Salford. Well, another forward pass there on to Evans. Referee cross, he's certainly not seen him tonight. But they certainly broke quickly there, Salford. Three-man overlap. Mercer. Salford, one of the clubs that, or one of the many clubs that Alec Murphy has been coach. It's the only club that he didn't have any success with. So Salford are a really successful club. Last time they went to Wembley in 1969, I think it was. Brown feeds it inside. Saints get on the loose ball. Tony Burke comes up with it. Worrell going in at the tackle. Time running out now. We've played nearly a minute of stoppage time. Paul Jones taking up the running. Groves left to Darren Brewer. Chips through. Peter Williams takes it well. Shane Cooper comes in for the tackle, but Gibson latches onto the end of it. Solid tackle there. Does Salford keep it alive? They're certainly not frightened of throwing it about. Another Saints player takes an injury there, an awkward tackle. Loughlin, it looks like. Got a knock in the face. That Salford man coming through onto that flying ball. Time's run out for Saints now. We're in stoppage time. Salford still in possession. Saints certainly squandering a lot of ball tonight. Mark Horrow takes it back inside to Peter Brown, going for the drop goal to Flapper. Goes dead, touches a Saints player, so Saints are forced to drop out from between their own sticks. Just very unlucky, not at the look of the bounce with the ball. But certainly not competing centre field, and Salford split the Saints open, and that's where the 3 tries in the second half will come from. So Loughlin kicks out, taken by Gibson, stopped by his foot. Gathers it safely, drives upfield. Steve Kerry attacked in half-back. 2 seconds now remaining. On to Worrell, inside ball there to Brown. Support with him. Kerry it is again. But it passes it right back to the Saints player. But it's just a matter of time now. The timekeeper is just in front of us. Getting the hooters ready to signify the end of this evening's play. 3 minutes of injury time played. Paul Groves trying to carry his way through. There's the final hooter. So Salford running out, convincing winners by 22 points to 4. The scores all tied at half-time, 4 points each, with a Kerry try and 2 Loughlin penalty goals. Then in the second half, with 14 minutes before any scoring took place, then it was Kerry who went in for a try, converted it, and then 3 minutes later, Horrow went in and dove over in spectacular fashion. That was also a goal by Kerry, so that made it 16 points to 4 in Salford's favour. And then Brown coming through off a Kearns pass, I think it was a Kearns pass, a played forward pass, but the damage had been done then. That made it 22 points to 4 after 23 minutes of the second half, and that's how the score remained to the end of this evening's match. So disappointment for the Saints after the ecstasy of winning in the Challenge Cup semi-final at Wigan last Saturday against Widnes. So it's back to the drawing board again, and we look forward to the next home game, which is next Sunday against Featherstone. So on behalf of your Saints, a video team, a video farewell, a sad farewell from the Willows here at Salford, and we hope you'll join us next Sunday at Nosey Road against Featherstone.